Hey, what's up, Crypto Army? I'm Travis, your crypto newbie, bringing you my experiences so you don't have to learn things the hard way. Just a reminder, I am not a financial advisor and none of my content should be used as financial advice. If you like what my channel offers, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and turn on notifications so you get notified when I publish more content. It also helps grow the channel and bring this content to others that might find it helpful. So what are we going to cover today? Today I thought we'd hit up some helpful websites and tools for crypto. There are a lot out there. This is not an exhaustive list of every single thing that is out there. This is just some of the things that I found extremely helpful that I didn't necessarily have access to when I first started, and I found them over time working in crypto. By all means, if there's something I left off this list you think is important for others to be aware of, let me know in the comments. Let me know, and I'll try to add those to the list. Maybe I'll do a future update video, or if others read the comments, at least they'll have access to them as well in there. So by all means, let me know the name. You can try to put the link in there, but I think it'll get blocked. So just the name of the website, and then I will try to incorporate that into future content as well. So what do we have up first? I thought we'd start with the big one, CoinMarketCap. Everybody should be aware of CoinMarketCap. A great resource for finding crypto information. Now, not everything is on CoinMarketCap, and I'm sure most of us know that at this point, that even though it's got 12,171 cryptos at this point, it doesn't have all of them. There are still some that have not been put on CoinMarketCap. I sent an email to a crypto project just the other day reminding them to put the token they released months ago on CoinMarketCap because they had not done that yet. And since my API for a lot of the Excel tools I use relies on CoinMarketCap, it makes it more challenging for me to get the information I'm looking for. So a little bit about CoinMarketCap. So it was founded in 2013, quickly became one of the most referenced crypto price tracking websites in the world. In 2020, Binance acquired CoinMarketCap, which is good to know to ensure you account for any potential bias in how cryptos are handled on the website. There are rumors that CoinMarketCap intentionally keeps some competitors' rankings lower, which is a clear conflict of interest for investors. However, CoinMarketCap claims they stand independently from Binance. Now, I emailed CoinMarketCap requesting that they provide information on why a crypto is not in their top 100 to 200 cryptos. If you look at this and you scroll down, you'll notice that some of the cryptos that have higher numbers are in the 200 range. And if you go look at CoinGecko, which we're going to cover next, they'll actually have a higher ranking on that website than they do on CoinMarketCap. So all I asked is that they have full disclosure on what they considered to keep them out of the top 200 when their metrics should keep them in the top 200. I don't think that's too much to ask because it seems to indicate that those cryptocurrencies have a legitimate complaint that they're being held back because of Binance's involvement in CoinMarketCap. So good information to be aware of when you're using this website is Binance has a role to play in this website and what's displayed on there. So some of the other things, if you log into this and go for their pro account, there's an API that you can actually link to Excels. CoinGecko also has that. So I won't say that when we get there, but they have one as well. Great tools, lots of different points of data that you can pull directly out of the API. There was a rumor that they were getting rid of CoinMarketCap's API. So if it doesn't work when you're watching this, that it was at one point working. As of today, it continues to work. And today is September 27th, 2021. Some of the things that they've got on here, some great options. Under their products tool, you'll see they've got a converter. So we'll go ahead and click that. And this allows you to convert between different cryptos and fiat currencies or just different cryptos so you can kind of see what the conversion is. It's a great little tool. A couple of the other products we're going to look at today also have a similar option. They've also got a calendar here. So you can see initial coin offerings, which is great to keep track of so you can look at them and maybe potentially invest in them early on and see if you can get a great return on your investment doing that. So this is one of the things I look at for crypto information. They've also got NFTs, so you can click on this and see some different NFT collections. We'll click on it just to kind of show you. There's a lot on all of these different options that I'm going to show you. I'm not necessarily going to show you every single option. you need to kind of go through here and just click on things. In previous videos, I've explored exchanges and cryptocurrencies, so I'm not going to cover most of that information either. All of these websites have a lot of good information, which is why they made it into my list of things I think you should know. But great website. If you log in and get an account with these with CoinMarketCap, you can use the watch list as a quick indicator of the ones that you're watching or paying close attention to or want to track moving forward. You can add them to the watch list, click that, and then you'll just see those specific coins and cryptos. So that's a great tool. Again, it's something that most of these websites has, so it's not really anything different from the competition. CoinMarketCap is just one of the bigger ones. I like to look at how many that they're tracking. Now, just for the API, you won't necessarily get all 12,000 when you do the API link. So just be aware there are some limitations on the API link as well. And that is CoinMarketCap. A great little tool. And now we'll take a look at CoinGecko. So here's CoinGecko. Very similar to CoinMarketCap. A lot of great information, a lot of great tools on this particular website. You'll see that it's got a lot of, it looks very similar. They don't have, obviously they're not owned by Binance, so they don't have their particular issue. It was founded in 2014 with the goal of providing equal access to crypto data to empower users with actionable insights. The website provides cryptocurrency reports, publications, and newsletters along with much of the same data that's found on many of the other websites that are out there. They also, like I said earlier, have the API, and they have a trust score. So if you click on, I'm not sure if Bitcoin will have it, but it'll have an exchange trust score right here. Yep, they do have it. So Bitcoin's been around for a while, so most of these exchanges have pretty solid trust scores. But if you click on something that hasn't been around for as long, you might start seeing some less trustworthy scores. So that's helpful. It gives you their assessment of that specific crypto and whether they trust those exchanges. Mainly with the data that they're reporting. So is the data accurate? CoinGecko also has a podcast and an NFT viewer just like CoinMarketCap. So they have a lot of really good information on their website. I highly encourage you to take a look at it. You can also, just like CoinMarketCap, you can put your portfolio in here. So if you put your crypto holdings in here, you'll get more focused information back specific to you, which is nice. And publications is where most of that information about podcasts, newsletters, and reports is. Great information on this website. I highly recommend you come take a look at it. It's good information to be aware of. Our next one is really good if you're into trading. It's got a lot of really good information on it. It's got a mixture of social and just data. So there's actually the ability to interact with other users through a social mechanism they've got built into it. We'll just take a look at the interface. This is their landing page. I wanted to put that in there. But if we click on chart, we can actually see kind of what the interface looks like. It's a great interface with a lot of great information. Most of your trading tools are on here as well. And most of this you can do with the free version. So I highly recommend TradingView. You can do a lot of these same things in CoinMarketCap. You can do the same kind of things in CoinGecko. This one is just a little bit higher powered. The social interaction you can do. You can see there's a 30-day trial here that just popped up. So if you want to try some of the more robust features, just be aware. I think the cost last time I checked this was around $15 a month. You don't need to pay for it. The free version is more than enough for the average user. What I recommend is if you like TradingView, like the way that the data is organized down here, the interaction with the information, it is a very user-friendly system. Try it out, see if you like it. After a few months, if you decide that you want to try it again or pay for the upgrade, then pay for the upgrade. And then you also get rid of all the ads. So great option. This one was founded in 2011 with offices in New York, London, and Russia. It's in the top 130 websites globally with around 10 million active users. And since I haven't logged in, I can't show you all the social interactions, but it's basically a chat box where you can ask different questions and interact with people about which cryptos you're looking at. So you can also set alerts, which will stay in place until you change them. So depending on what kind of an alert you want to put in for your crypto, I believe the free only allows you to put in one alert, but I could be wrong on that. I don't usually use alerts, so that's not part of the system I use, but it has that. I generally keep a pretty close eye on my cryptos, so I don't need an alert to let me know what's going on. Not every crypto is in TradingView, so you should definitely explore the free version before you upgrade, just to make sure that your cryptos are actually in here. You won't want to pay $15 a month and then half your cryptos aren't even in the system. So highly recommend you take a look at this one. It is a great tool, but you can do a lot of the same TradingView techniques in others for free. You just don't get as much data, and the interface is really amazing. And you can pull different things out of it really easily. So I use this quite a bit myself. All right, so the next one we're going to take a look at is Dextools. So this is Dextools. What you're going to find is that a lot of your new cryptos are going to have a view charts button built on their website. It's going to take you to Dextools. So you're going to run into this all the time depending on which cryptos you're looking at. That's why I want to put this one on here up front, so you know that this is a good website. It's got a lot of great information for looking at your different cryptos. Now, I prefer some of the other ones over this. I look at this one for if a crypto's got a lot of zeros, like 9 zeros, Dextools generally gives you the full dollar amount for that crypto. So whereas CoinMarketCap will go 0000000 and then maybe a 1, so they won't show you the whole 9-digit number in CoinMarketCap, as well as in CoinGecko. So there's some limitations in the other based on the number of zeros. I don't think anybody expected cryptocurrencies to launch tokens with quadrillion and quadrillion, quintillion, and sextillion tokens. I don't know that a sextillion token exists, but I'm sure it's not that far behind because they just keep releasing tokens with more and more of them, just ridiculous quantities. Everybody's going to have to adjust their websites to make those work. I mean, even Excel you have problems with using numbers with decimals that far out. So, I mean, try putting Bitcoin in with 9 decimals or 10 decimal points. It just doesn't work. It's too long of a number for the cells. You have to change all your formattings to make that work. So, but Dextools is a great option for you. So let's take a look at the app. And again, you're going to see a lot of these look very similar. And then you can click on specific ones and see more information, see the charts, interact with them, very similar to all the other ones that are out there. All right, next up, let's take a look at Nomex. Now, Nomex offers a good API link, just like CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. It has an 18-page and growing list of dead coins, which is one of the things I typically look at, is all the different dead coins that are out there. I find that fairly entertaining to see, but it's 18 pages long, and you can see dead coins by clicking here. I wish they'd give you the ability to sort it a little bit better when it was determined to be a dead coin, and then also just a search. Now you can download it, and then it becomes searchable at that point, but it's kind of hard to find the dead coin, and the information that I would want to know about a dead coin isn't there. So, but this is the primary thing I look at for Nomex. The data is sometimes a little bit different in here versus the other systems, so I do look at this one just to kind of get a comparison of what price this system's showing versus the other systems. Now, that's pretty much the end of the systems that I'm going to show you. There are other, like I said, there's plenty of other ones out there. These are just the ones that I generally use. Again, if there's another one that you think I missed that's better than some of these, let me know. Or if there's others that are out there that give the data in a very specific way that is helpful, let me know that in the comments as well. And others that are looking at these videos will benefit from those comments. Now let's take a look at Lunarcrush, a very different type of interface. So this is Lunarcrush. Very interesting approach to crypto data. So their focus is more on the influencers as well as the social media aspect of things. So let's look at a crypto, and let's look at where'd the search bar go? There we go. SafeMoon, just as an example. In a previous video, the one I just did on an assessment tool, I talked a little bit about this Galaxy score. This is one of the primary things I come here looking for. I'll look at some of the other data that's on this website about the crypto that I'm looking at, mainly how they're doing on Twitter and how they're doing on some of the social media stuff out there. But this Galaxy score takes into account price, social sentiment, social impact, and it kind of does a correlation rank, how those things correlate and provide a rank. And it's a score 67, that's out of 100 points. That's where I get that score from. And I like that approach, obviously, because I do the same thing for my assessment tool. So I take that score and put it in my assessment tool, and I take a look at some of the underlying data for it. So I'll take a look at the charts that it's got here, and I'll look at some of the data points in the system. But it's just a different approach from the previous ones I've talked about what data matters for crypto. So I enjoy this website for that reason. Now again, same problem as other websites, not every crypto is in here. It takes time to build these cryptos in here, but it's a great place. I would go look at it and see if your crypto's in here. The next one we're going to take a look at is whale dominance. So this is a whale watcher website. It's a little bit different than all the other websites out there. This has also got a very limited number of coins that are in this particular system. What is a whale? Essentially, a whale is somebody that has so many of a specific token or coin that when they sell or when they buy, because maybe they got a lot of money, they influence the market significantly. So if a whale sells, for example, all of their holdings, you might see a huge drop in the overall market price for that crypto. So this website attempts to show you what is the whale dominance for that particular crypto. So let's look at one. Let's see what happens. So if you type in a number or a letter, I'm sorry, you can see what else is in here. So let's look at baby Dogecoin. All right, here we go. So you can kind of see. So there's 24 humpbacks, and it'll tell you what that means. 420 trillion tokens or more. 30 whales, which is 240 trillion. 292 with 42 trillion. And you can kind of go from there, right? So just to be a fish, you have to have greater than 4.2 trillion tokens for baby Dogecoin. And then octopuses is greater than a 2.4, so in between there. Now what I would like to see is everybody else. Right? What does this tell you? It just tells you that there's a lot of people that have a lot of baby Dogecoin. Now you can go kind of look at the holder list and say, because that information is easy on pretty much all the exchanges, they'll tell you how many holders there are, and then add these up, and you can see what percentage of the holders have a lot of tokens. Very helpful for the ones that they track. Not all of them have their information in here. Like I said, it's very limited, but it's a great resource for the ones that are in there. So now we're going to shift gears a little bit. We're going to move away from we're going to move to some other tools that I find helpful. And one of those tools is CoinMarketCap or calendar. So this is CoinMarketCap. And this website is basically a calendar of events for cryptos. You can search by crypto, keyword, or just upcoming events in total. It's one of the better calendar websites out there. Users, cryptos, and companies are the ones that put this information in the system. So it relies on inputs from various cryptos. And I don't even think most of them know that it's here. So, you know, let's look SafeMoon. I bet I think I've searched for them in here, so I'm pretty sure SafeMoon's in here. So their blockchain launch is supposed to be by the end of the year. Podcast by November, and version 2 of their token coming up here shortly. So that's kind of what's going on with SafeMoon. Now, if I look up Saitama, it's not in here. So nothing for Saitama. And again, you can look for just a general catch-all, and it'll pull everything that's coming up, and you can kind of go through the information there to see if there's anything relevant for you. Launches or Ethereum will be in here most of the time, so any big significant things coming up with the big ones are also in here. But it's a great calendar tool for you to use. All right, we're coming up on the end of this. The last couple things I want to talk about is information centric. So where do you get good information about what's going on with crypto? And the first one we'll take a look at is Coindesk.com. So this is Coindesk.com. It's one of the crypto news sources. It's one of the better ones that's out there. It's a great resource for information on crypto that has big developments going on, right? So there's a ton of information in here. I mean, I don't even know where to begin with this. You really just have to go through here. It's also searchable, so you can do searches and try to find information about a specific kind of crypto. but there's just a ton of information about crypto. It's also going to talk about some of the regulation. I'm sure there's probably something in here about China. There's China information right there. Tajikistan. There's a ton of information on this website. One similar to this is going to be the Cointelegraph.com, and we'll look at that one next. So here's Cointelegraph.com, very similar to Coindesk. It's got a lot of great information and resources. They also offer a pro version, but I've never paid for the upgrade, so I don't know the real difference there. They do offer information about it. I recommend just using the free version. Between this, a regular just Google search, and then Coindesk, generally you're going to get all the information that you need. But there is a pro version of this that you can pay for if you're interested. Now the last thing we're going to talk about is the Fear and Greed Index. So this is the Fear and Greed Index. Warren Buffett once said, "Be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful." This website is an attempt, and let's back up a second. So where did this initiate? So CNN actually has this Fear and Greed Index for the stock market, and it's well known. That's kind of the trigger for us. This is the crypto version of that, 26. So a lot of fear in the market right now. So what does that tell you, right? So what does that really mean? So when the index hits a value of between 78 and 90-ish, so I wouldn't necessarily do anything at 78, I'd wait a little bit. It'll get up in the 90s, but it may signal that stocks are overvalued. And what that does is it prompts investors who follow the index to sell their holdings. When investors are fearful, they sell stock holdings in their portfolio, driving down the stock prices to the point where they may be below their intrinsic value. The opposite is true when investors are greedy. So as such, for this index, fear is seen as a bully indicator or a buy indicator. So you want to start buying when you see fear. So right now is a great time to buy. Right now the market's down because there's a lot of fear in the market. Bitcoin's down, Ethereum's down. All the big ones are pretty much down, right? So now's a great time to buy. When greed is up at the top, that's when you're going to start seeing a lot of cryptos sell. So this could be an indicator of if you want to try to manipulate, or not manipulate, but play the market, so to speak, this is a good way to do it. It's one of those great indicators. So generally you can see if your particular crypto is skyrocketing, it's probably due for a correction. And there's some technicals you can look at to help you inform that. But this is a great number-based approach to working with the market, and just monitor it. Pay attention to it. So right now it's 26. When do you start seeing it go up? When you start seeing that increase in the market? And then do you see a correlation with the Fear and Greed Index? You start seeing it move back into the extreme greed. When it hits the extreme greed, you start to see it drop back down. So I recommend taking a look at it and compare it to the market and what you observe. That's it for the links I'm going to show you. Hopefully you found this video helpful. I'll review the comments, so make sure to leave any suggestions, requests, or questions you might have. I'll put all the links that I referenced in this video in the description. There are nearly as many websites out there as there are cryptos, but these are some of the better ones that crypto buyers should be familiar with. If I missed any, let me know in the comments. All crypto newbies like to learn how to make more money. So if you've got some links that'll help people make more money, put them in the comments. I do have some affiliate links in the description for websites I've discussed in prior videos, so please show support on my channel by clicking the link and watching my prior videos to find out more. I've also provided a promo code for a small discount if available. My next video is going to be on Saitama, and I'm going to go through and do my analysis. If you haven't watched the analysis video, that's what I'm going to do with Saitama. It might help you make the decision on whether you want to invest in Saitama. Just as a reminder, if you find my content helpful, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and it might help you find my content in the future if you turn on notifications. That way you get a notification when I publish more information. Until next time, stay strong with those diamond hands.